Is Tommy Robinson scamming you?
But yeah, if you guys are successful in whatever you guys are doing, I still don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not really bothered about the ins and outs of it, if I'm totally honest. I'm just watching whatever you're doing. Every time we log in and have this little space, there's more money. The idea is that if this coin, whatever you guys do, it generates money, and I can see already. I can't. I'm looking at this thinking, wow, how much it's already gone up as I'm looking at it. But again, I don't know what happens there. Yeah. So the lads have promised me that they're not doing a rug on whatever they're doing. But again, if I'm honest, I don't really care about that, mate. It sounds incredible, like a little bit unbelievable. As you see this develop, what's that? 4 or 5 days, you've got $20,000. So what I'm going to do? Well, I'll just keep spending.
What I'm going to cover in this video is the UTK Crypto Scam. I'll bring receipts. I'm going to talk primarily about the last event and how that panned out, because it does look like Tommy is trying another crypto scam by the looks of it, another Unite the Kingdom coin using a different group of guys this time. And then we'll look at the Twitter drama, because he's recently unblocked me, rage replied and blocked me again. And we'll go into all the details and hopefully this will clear things up for you. Now, I'm aware Tommy has a cult-like following and people get very emotional about this, but if you want, take Tommy out of this. Pretend the person I'm discussing is Mohammed Hijab. Then you can take the emotional attachment you have for Tommy away. Just pretend everything I'm laying out here, Mohammed Hijab is doing this to his followers. At the end of it, would you look at that and go, that's a scam, that's a bit dodgy, immoral, shouldn't be doing that? If the answer is yes, it is also immoral, a scam, and shouldn't be doing it if Tommy's doing it. It's as simple as that. Now, my motivation for doing this is very simple. I'm just fed up watching well-meaning people, patriots, getting their money taken off them for what is blatantly a scam. But let's get into it. Similar to this year's Unite the Kingdom rally, Tommy Robinson waited last minute to secure sponsors for the day. This allows him to bleed supporters dry with undisclosed donation amounts. He then secures sponsors. He charges them a fee that no one ever knows, again undisclosed, and at the same time he's always pleading that he's never got enough. He's so close, it's urgent, we need more to get over the line. Now, one of these sponsors that he secured for the day, there was a few, but one was Unite the Kingdom coin.
If you're interested in a cryptocurrency project that donates to Tommy without hurting the chart, without hurting your investment, UTK is one I would look into. The way it works is based on volume on the Bags app, creator rewards, 1% of the volume goes to creator rewards. So that's how we're able to write a check to Tommy for $20,000 without selling a single token on the chart. So that means everyone's investment is safe and we're still earning money that we're able to do something good with.
Is whether the price goes up or down, Tommy makes fees. So it's just beautifully set up. And I'm really looking forward to being able to help fund all his stuff and hopefully take this global.
This was a blatant crypto scam that anyone with half a brain could see a mile off. And as you heard explained there was they call it a creator fee. So any sale or purchase, Tommy was making money, which Tommy received an 85% share. And a guy called Luke, the creator, was receiving 15% of those fees. Don't know if that's his real name, I assume he's in Dubai. But the end result was £70,000 for the Unite the Kingdom event. They also organised a helicopter to capture aerial footage of the day. And this was all paid for using the creator fee from people buying and selling the coin, not the coin itself. This is just the public conversations that were had. We don't actually know what's going on in the background because these things are not regulated, and that's by design. So you can't actually see what's happened. We don't know if Tommy was gifted a percentage of the coin, which usually happens with the crypto pump and dumps, the scams. No transparency is a theme of this video, but what we do know, on the 14th of September, the day after Unite the Kingdom, they rugged it, which means they basically sold the coins, made it worthless, and made a lot of money. And any Tommy supporters who bought that coin, trying to help, get scammed. They walked away with nothing. But that's alright, because remember, Tommy doesn't care about that.
The lads have promised me that they're not doing a rug on whatever they're doing, but again, if I'm honest, I don't really care about that.
Now, if you remember, this event was meant to cost just under 200 grand.
This one has cost almost £200,000.
The next upcoming event in May, for some reason, is 3 times the price. But he's playing the same game. If you look at the dates on these spaces, about a week, 2 weeks before the event, pleading poverty, needing hundreds of thousands of pounds, or it's the same tactic recycled over and over and over again. And he could have easily paid for this event with just the sponsors alone. And this is the UTK coin, Just FOMO, Athena Bitcoin. They would have paid a fortune. but all these amounts go undisclosed. You think you're paying for an event, you're not. But Tommy justifies the scam by pleading ignorance, which I don't buy.
But yeah, if you guys are successful in whatever you guys are doing, I still don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not really bothered about the ins and outs of it, if I'm totally honest. I'm just watching whatever you're doing. Every time we log in and have this little space, there's more money. My thing, which I'll just reiterate, is I know nothing about crypto, right? I just know nothing about it. So I don't know if a coin is going to go up, go down. I don't understand any of it. I don't know enough about crypto. I don't really care, if I'm honest, at the minute. The cost just keeps going up and up and up. So if you guys, whatever magic yous are doing, well, I don't, as I said, I don't know if the coin goes up, I don't know if it goes down, I don't really care. Yeah, no, my thing is, I don't know enough about crypto. My thing was, as I'll say again, because I had so many warnings about crypto, I've had everyone warn me about everything, yeah? And I don't know nothing about it. So I don't know, and I don't encourage people, I don't know if coins go up, I don't know if coins go down. Whatever you've done with your transaction fee, as I've just said, someone said, oh, you're mad doing that, you're mad talking about crypto. I don't know anything about crypto, I'm not talking about crypto, yeah? And so if there's $7,000 there, I'm basically on this live stream to say, how the fuck do I get it? How do we pump that?
So a few things on that. As you've seen at the very start of the video, Tommy was using terminology like rugged.
So the lads have promised me that they're not doing a rug on whatever they're doing, but again, if I'm honest, I don't really care about that.
And then he's saying about pumping the coin.
How do we pump that?
These are all crypto terminologies. This is crypto bro chat. He's clearly been speaking to people. He's clearly been advised by people how this works. But he's pretending he doesn't know. But the ignorance thing really doesn't work, because after they deposited £20,000 into his account to spend, Tommy really asked him, are you going to keep continuing this?
So this now, hopefully, if we get to our figure, because we're already on the fundraise, but I'm guessing you guys are carrying on.
And what does he mean by that? That means, are you going to rug it? Are you going to sell it off and scam everyone just now? Or are you going to wait? He's well aware of what's happening. It's not ignorance, but he'll play it off as if it is. And if you want to buy that it is just ignorance and our Tommy wouldn't do that to me, he's already said he's received warnings from people. And he's said that more than once.
I've had so many people message me who are conscious, who are worried, who say all these things about crypto. I don't know, yeah? As I said, I'm not advising, and I will not be advising any of my supporters or anyone. I can't give the advice on crypto because I don't know anything about it. So I don't know anything about it. Yeah? I know that some things like this can be high risk.
So he knows it's high risk. He's received warnings, but he doesn't care, he's doing it anyway. Because
I'm just watching whatever you're doing. Every time we log in and have this little space, there's more money.
Then ignoring that, say he was scammed, he was the mug, even though he walked away with fortune. But we'll accept all that. Ignorance, he's a victim, right, fair. Why would he then promote a scam trading platform months down the line? And then even ignoring that, we will touch back on that later on. If he knew crypto's a scam, if a day after the event, all his supporters that invested in that hoping that this would pay for future events get scammed, why is he then getting into bed with crypto people again? I would say the most shameless thing he done is he used the grooming gang victims as a way of trying to get more people to buy the coin. Because if the coin is successful, he can then give them money. If he's able to pay for the event and there's a bit left over, he can maybe give them 10 grand. I mean, what is that to him? It's fuck all. But he was using them to guilt people into buying this coin.
I wish I was in a position to give more support to those girls to help them, but we're not. We're just not, and we haven't been. Yeah. So if this is real, if tomorrow there's $20,000 or is it pounds or dollars, $20,000, I'm going to find out where we're at financially with regards to the event. Maybe even that's a better cause than getting a helicopter. Yeah, I want a helicopter because again, the optics of that, you're battling so many different battles. But as you say, if you end up making astronomical figures and there's £100,000 there, you get a helicopter. You can help all 5 of those girls. If that person is in the bottom and saying they'll fund the helicopter, then straight away I already know there's $10,000 straight away to those girls. Well, mate, you know what? I've done a 5-part series called The Rape of Britain, and I've got to know 5 survivors. And I've kept in contact with them, and my life is hectic, yeah. But they struggle like fuck, right? You wouldn't believe the consequences of their lives all these years later. So you see, if this money does come in, and it does come in, I'm going to contribute a percentage. I'm going to contact them, and each one of those 5 girls who'll be told a story will financially benefit from this. Provided, I just want to know that we're meeting our target, and you guys are carrying this on, yeah.
I've mentioned a few times that the motivation for people buying this may be that it will fund future events, but where does that come from? Well, here's the sales pitch.
Our goal is 7 digits. We want to raise over $1 million, and we're not stopping anytime soon, so make sure you check it out. You know, it's something that we definitely want to, we're going to continue long after the 13th. You know, this is not a 2-week deal. This is something that we want to be supporting for a long time. I know there's more events coming up. We're very excited about that. We are up to, I believe, 70,000 raised and not stopping anytime soon. So we're going to continue to keep fighting to help put these events on.
Is that what it's up to?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
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 Now, there's a guy they refer to as Bags. Now, he runs the trading platform they're using to kind of run this scam. He promised that if the coin gets to 20 million, he'll give Tommy a 250 grand payout, like a sponsorship fee or whatever. You could tell Tommy got really annoyed that this guy wasn't just giving him that anyway because of the size of the event. You can tell in his voice he's very frustrated. And that begs the question, how much did just FOMO and Athena Bitcoin, the other crypto sponsors, how much did they give him for that event? Curious.
We've just gotten started. This is not something that is going to end on the 13th. This is not something that we are going to stop at 20. Our goal is actually in the next week and a half to get above $20 million, because as you remember, on that first space that we had when Finn came in, who's the founder of Bags, Finn said that when we hit 20, he was going to write a check for 250K. So that's what we're shooting for right now, is to get that done pretty quickly, because we want Finn's money to go to a good cause, right?
Well, I said I don't know why he doesn't, if for whatever he's doing, just we looked at sponsorship or tried to get sponsorship. This event, every news network across the whole world is coming to this event, yeah? Everyone. Our live stream, as I said, had 900,000 viewers on it, yeah, for the last one. This one's bigger, okay? You're probably going to have 1 million people there. That's there, but that's not all, and all of the media, so all the alternative media, all the TikTokers, they're all going to be videoing the screen. On the platform, we have ability for advertisement, for pull-up banners, and on the live stream itself, we can put an electrical advertisement in any corner of the screen. I don't know why someone like that, who's doing something like this, doesn't sponsor our event. So I did reach out to another crypto company, a couple of people who, well, not I didn't reach out to them, people who are new involved, saying, look, why don't they back this event? And that's the plan. But I don't know why Bags, or whatever this dude Finn is, why any of you who know him, just say, look, there's never going to be a more watched event. Whatever your brand is, whatever your name is, there's never going to be a better opportunity to have yourself become a household name or have your advertisement than at our event.
He did slip up there. I don't know if you spotted that, but I reached out to crypto companies. Oh wait, I didn't reach out because I forgot I've meant to not know anything about crypto. I'm Mr. Ignorant.
My thing, which I'll just reiterate, is I know nothing about crypto, right? I just know nothing about it. So I don't know if a coin is going to go up, go down. I don't understand any of it. I don't know enough about crypto. I don't really care, if I'm honest, at the minute.
But he's right. What he's saying is true. The advertising potential for an event like this is massive. In hindsight now, if you look back, it was 66 million views. Elon Musk was on screen while the advertisers were there. People would pay insane amounts for that level of advertising. So then you think, why does he need to beg all his supporters, as he said, for money? He knows how valuable this advertising space is. And looking at this upcoming event in May, he's admitted that he's been planning the May event before the September event went on.
So I'm happy to hear that this carries on, because the UTK movement is just starting. Yeah? It's not going anywhere. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm already making the plans. I've already picked the date for what we do next. We're making plans in between the UTK plans as a movement. We're going to we've got lots of plans. So yeah, the next event will be bigger, and if it's bigger, you know what that means. It costs more money. Now I have to keep begging our supporters, and we keep emailing our supporters saying, look, we need to hit this. We need to pay for this. We're going to show the world how organised we are, but also how much support we have on September the 13th. And that is just literally a teaser then for our next event, which we're already in the process of planning. So these things are impossible to plan when you don't have funding. So, or don't have support, and you have to plan it so far away. Like, you have to plan it so far away to be able to get to that point.
But a few weeks before the event, he's still claiming he needs, £200,000? Bullshit. In fact, that brings us nicely on to the Twitter beef, or the X beef. I quote tweeted one of my own tweets, warning people about the crypto coin scam we've just covered, after there was a begging email going out about needing to raise an emergency £15,000 for security. And here's what I said. Last week, Tommy Robinson put out an emergency appeal to his supporters, claiming he needs £15,000 immediately for event security, or UTK will be cancelled. Today, he's secured £100,000 from an American businessman. Will his supporters see their £15,000 refunded? No. He claims he's still £200,000 short for screens and audio for an event that's less than a month away. Really? You believe that? This is clearly a way to ensure funds keep pouring in from desperate people and gullible rich donors. There's a reason there's no transparency and no visible or stated target on his site like you see on sites like GoFundMe. There's a reason he leaves securing advertising space until last minute and never discloses the amount charged for said space. It's all a big grift. It's a state-approved party in London.
I mean, I've just travelled to meet a gentleman, a businessman, who has just secured, because we're still £200,000 off of having screens and audio, so everyone who comes can see. This gentleman, who has nothing to do with Britain, has just given us £100,000. He's given us £100,000 to pay for screens, sound systems, so that everyone can be part of the event that's happening. Yeah, which is insane. I find it all insane, but that's where we're at. I've just come out of a meeting now with a gentleman who's agreed to fund it. I've just come and pleaded with him to say, look, people couldn't see and hear last time. We want them to see and hear.
As we've already established, He claims he's been planning this May event before the September event went live. So he could easily have been securing funding from rich donors, lining up sponsors, and even if September exceeded the expectations of advertisers that signed up in advance, he's in a strong negotiating position to try and get more money out of them, which is, again, fair enough. If you're planning an event, use that to your advantage, but he doesn't care about that. It's all about hiding information, hiding how much money he's getting, and rinsing everyone. And I hope what I've outlined proves that, because that is the most transparent part. The lack of transparency shows how transparent this grift is. That is it. And Tommy's totally sane response that addressed everything, every concern I had was, retard, yeah, we still have over 100,000 to find, yeah? Watch what you pull off and weep, yeah? All you're good for is moaning like a bitch, yeah? So, solid, transparency, addressing the concerns, usual. Then we had Debs coming to his defence. I'm assuming Debs, cat in the profile picture, she's probably mid-50s, early 60s, coming to his defence. It was predicted to be around 5 to 600,000. The 15,000 needed paying ASAP. The police said that had to be secured. The 100,000 was only just donated today. Like, as if I don't fucking know that. Like, my whole point was, he is scamming you. And then you're using the scammer's words back as proof that you're not being scammed. I used an example to someone that was in the replies giving out fucking, Tommy wouldn't do that. It's like your elderly neighbour. A man comes round, chaps the door, promises that he's going to landscape the front and the back garden for just a mere £10,000. But all he needs is a 50% deposit. So just go to the bank, take cash out, so it's untraceable. Give me 5,000 and I promise I'll come back and I'll do your garden. You're pleading to your elderly neighbour, don't do it, don't, it's a scam, it's a scam. And their response is, they said it isn't. I'm getting a special OAP discount and he's a nice young chap. He wouldn't do that to me. What do you do then? But anyway, as you see, Tommy's in the replies. He knows all this, yeah, but he's just a wanker. Again, top quality. And of course I replied. Said he unblocked me and blocked me again just to say this. Let me guess, you'll manage to raise the amount you need a few days before the 16th. It's like a movie when they defuse the bomb with a second to go. No comment on the transparency, no comment on the crypto scam you promoted that was subtweeted, no comment on strategically delaying sponsorship so you can push for more donations and plead poverty. I hope you enjoy this event, Tommy, because more and more people are seeing through the grift. As you said yourself, even allies who attend every other event, including the last Unite the Kingdom event, aren't interested in going to this one. So in my opinion, it's just a matter of time, and you need to continue pushing for transparency. And something I don't know if you've noticed, but the Save Tommy website that Ezra Levant keeps recycling, there used to be targets set where we need X amount, and you would see it. But after Tommy promised he was going to fight his legal battle against the Silence documentary, I found a King's Counsel who's going to represent me, but it's going to cost me like 150 grand or whatever it was. And then he raised all that money, promising to fight the corrupt establishment, then pled guilty. So where did that money go for the fucking King's Counsel? In his pocket, because in the terms of that fundraiser, is any surplus will go to Tommy's family. So he didn't fight it, so the surplus to Tommy. And there was a stink about that. But after he got thrown in prison, there was another fundraiser to save Tommy's family. Even though the surplus that wasn't spent in the King's Counsel was used to help Tommy's... It's non-stop. But I'll leave it here because I'm getting annoyed. If you're interested in part 2, 3, 4, probably 5, let me know, because I've got a lot of things saved, stored, and plenty more receipts I can provide. So, Halo, unite the kingdom, everyone.
It's safe to say you won't see that at the counter-protest. They should never, ever, ever have sent Tommy to jail. Look at what they've done.